What is going on, my people? Happy Friday. Well, it's Friday here in Melbourne. Welcome to another episode of Walk and Talk. This is episode number 2. Haven't done this in a while. Yeah, I figured I'd take you guys along. A bit of a chat. Don't look too crash hot at the moment. So Fridays I'm scheduled for my quality sessions. So for those of you that do some running and training, quality sessions are obviously where you do interval running. So you run quick at a high effort for a certain amount of time, and then you rest in between those sets. So I had that lined up for this morning. Felt pretty good last night. Didn't have the best sleep, to be honest, but usually I'm pretty good at just banging them out, just getting it done. Anyways, I woke up this morning, 6 a.m. and I went to turn off the alarm on my phone, and I noticed when I was looking at my screen, there was it was a little bit blurry. I had a bit of blurry vision, right? And I've seen this before. It's usually what happens right before you cop a bad headache or migraine. It's like oral vision or whatever, aura tension headaches. Those are the worst kind, to be honest, because it feels like someone's just stabbing you in the head constantly, just a throbbing pain. So anyways, I noticed I had blurry vision when I was looking at my phone, and then I was like, fuck, Lord, please give me let this subside at least until I've done my session. So anyways, I got up, had my super greens in the morning. I usually make this super green drink. For those of you that don't know, it's I call it Agua Fuerte, means strong water in Spanish or Latin. It's basically a liter of water. You get your scoop of super greens, you get a scoop of creatine, you get a pinch of mineral salt, a teaspoon of honey, and a splash of lemon and lime. It is the best drink if you want to hydrate and just give yourself maximum energy. Anyways, had that, and also had my bulletproof coffee. So this is like my morning pre-training fueling strategy and routine and ritual. So for the coffee, I have just a instant coffee. I've got this Colombian roast batch that I have, so I'll have that, a teaspoon of that. And then I'll also have a teaspoon of cacao powder. Helps with the circulation, opens up the blood vessels. You've got honey, teaspoon of honey in that as well for a bit of extra carbs, quick energy, quick fuel. And then I also had butter, a nub of butter, so you can make the caffeine last longer. Sustained energy. So instead of getting a nice high and crashing quickly, when you add butter, grass-fed butter, unsalted, you end up getting the energy, but then you gradually maintain that, and it's not a crash. It's just like a pleasant, mellow, steady energy that you keep when you have when you add butter to your coffee. It's the best thing. So that's the morning ritual. Anyways, that's not even the point of this video. Well, there's no point of this video really. I just feel like I just take you guys along for the walk that I'm probably not even supposed to do. So anyways, had my morning drinks, and then I got dressed, got changed, went to go pick up my brother on the way to the track, hoping that I'd feel better. And by the time I got to my brother's house, there it was, the knife in my head. It was the fucking worst. It was absolutely throbbing, just killing me. And I got to a point where I just couldn't drive anymore, but I already made it there, so got my brother to drive, and he ended up just training at the track while I was just dying in the car, just resting, just praying that the migraine would go away. So anyways, I was there, it was still bad, so ended up going back home. I can just jump straight into bed, shut all the blinds, curtains, just made it super dark, and just went for a nap. And so glad I did, because I woke up probably around 10, 11 a.m. and just feeling so fresh, feeling so much better. So glory to God, thank you for healing me. Thank you for your healing hands. Grateful that I'm, smiling again. So yeah, I figured I'm not going to do any crazy training today, just treat today as recovery and rest. So here I am. Ideally I want to get 10,000 steps in, just to, keep the fat burning going, and just to get the legs moving a little bit. So it's not too crazy, not too intense, but it's just nice light cardio that helps with your fat burning. So we just hit 1K, sweet. And yeah, it's just nice to get out in nature, I think part of the reason I get migraines is when I'm just locked in, at home, just on my desk, just editing, creating content, writing and all that stuff. Like I'm just, building all these AI systems and shit. Like you just get so in the flow, so locked in, that you just forget to take a break. You forget to just chill out a little bit, stop and smell the roses. So I figured, let's get out, go for a walk, and just enjoy Mother Nature for a little bit, Get some fresh air. Because why not? Look how good that is, seriously. I am sweating. I don't know if you can see it, but it's probably like right now 26, 27 degrees. So yeah, she's steaming a little bit. She's steaming. Yeah, what else? I'll tell you what, this Epstein shit's it's crazy. I mean, it's not like I'm not like phased by it. I'm not like fully surprised. I mean, you got to think, like, why release all of this now? And here's the thing, it's not even all of it. Apparently they've held back on so many files. So, all this shit's just, it's all orchestrated. It's all, the world is a stage. The world that we live in, it's all theater. And, when I was younger, I didn't say I didn't believe in it. I was just probably too young to understand what it actually meant for me and my family. So I didn't really pay too much attention. Didn't really give it too much energy, too much time, too much, But now, all the stuff I used to worry about, all the government shit, it's like worrying about fines, speeding fines, all this shit, parking fines. The biggest fucking rot is parking fines. What a joke. You get a ticket, you have to pay the government for parking your car in a spot on a piece of land that is available to the public. Doesn't make sense. Anyways, after this whole Epstein shit, it's just like, why am I going to listen to these politicians? This government's fucked. It's corrupt. The world's run by satanic pedophiles. And here we are, just paying them tax, giving them our hard-earned money. Doesn't make sense to me. It's so cooked, seriously. Absolutely cooked. But let me just pause for a second. It's about to cross the road. Anyways, yeah, it's just crazy to me. There's 8 billion of us in the world, and we're letting these guys run the show. And I think that's why a lot of people now are speaking up. The world's becoming more awake to it. Even myself. And I've always been... Sorry guys, my phone just ran out of memory. So I just had to delete some apps. And yeah, anyways. Yeah, and I was never really... Didn't really give it too much attention, this whole conspiracy stuff, right? Just because at the time, my only focus was to make it, to become successful, to, you know, to just create a better life for me, my family, everyone around me. That was like the only thing I was consumed by, which, I mean, is still the goal, obviously, but yeah, I was too caught up in all that, you know, that I didn't really, I guess, how do you call it? I didn't really expose myself too much to what's actually happening and going on in the world. But yeah, now it's all out in the open. It's all out in the open, and it feels like life's just business as usual. It's like, oh shit, Epstein files are out. They're all satanic pedophiles. They're all eating kids, drinking their blood and that. And then it's just like, this is their plan, right? They throw all this shit at us, all this crazy, all this chaos, to the point where not only have we become desensitized from being exposed to it constantly for so long, they just do it all at once, right? They just literally vomit on us, so that we're just like, you know what, too hard basket, fuck it, can't be asked. That you just become paralyzed to do anything. And you know, I guess I can't say that I've come out the other side just yet. I'm still clawing my way through. But their whole plan was to, what's the word? Demasculate or emasculate men. Make us weak, make us soft. To the point like now, where what are we actually doing about it? What are guys actually doing about what's going on? No one's getting arrested. No one's going to jail. No one's getting their, you know, no one's getting what they deserve. It just doesn't make sense to me. So what do we do, right? What are we doing here? What are us guys doing here? What can we do? For the guys who, you know, are like me, middle-aged, 30s, who have had an awakening, who have had a rebirth, a second chance at life. Not quite where you want to be, but you can see the vision, you can see your dream, you can see the end goal, you can see it all, and you're working towards it, but you're just not quite there. You don't have the success, you don't have the money, the wealth, the power, the authority to do anything. What do we do? Because like, I mean, it all looks good in theory to be able to have an impact like guys online do. You know, Andrew Tate, you got Patrick Bet-David, Michael Francis, the former Italian mob boss. Like, yeah, these guys are all trying to make a dent, trying to make waves in what's going on right now. And I guess, look, that's why I'm here. Essentially, that's why I'm making this video. I guess you could say that I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part, maybe. I guess it's better than nothing, right? better than nothing. And I think this is, you could also look at it as practice, as an exercise, because for so long I kept my mouth shut. For so long I just nodded my head, accepted everything that came my way, said yes, yes sir, yes boss. Sorry guys, really struggling for iPhone memory here. Yeah, it's crazy. You pay what, $15 a month for like cloud storage, hoping that it's gonna keep your phone lighter in terms of storage, keep it nice, keep it running smoothly, and then for some reason your phone still get the notification, oh, you need to delete some stuff because your memory is full. And then a lot of it's taken up by the apps, so it's like, what's the point? iPhone storage is just getting used up and eaten up so quickly. But yeah, anyways, fuck, I can't wait to upgrade to a new camera, I'll tell you that much. Would love a Sony camera for like, better quality footage, and maybe like for a walk and talk like this, maybe just bring along the DJI. What's the other one? The Osmo Action 6 or the Osmo Pocket 3. I think they're the goats at the moment, but either way, or short in memory here, so I've got to make this quick before I end up deleting fucking everything on here. So yeah, we're just taught to we're programmed to conform and just do shit, right? Do shit for everyone else, Yeah, there was a time where I was thinking for myself. There was a time where I'd listen to people, but then I'd play it back in my head first, make sure I understood it and what it meant for me before I acted on it or made a decision on it, right? And yeah, you kind of lose that along the way as you get consumed by the media and everything that they're trying to poison us and program us with. And that's where we're at now. A lot of guys just don't say anything anymore. A lot of guys are just quiet. And just like, we can't be fucked, What's the point in all this? Why? And you know what's cool? When I posted that Epstein reel, that video, funny, it didn't really get much traction on YouTube, but Instagram is actually, a video that's done, probably my best video that's done the best in a while. And that's actually a video that I wasn't going to post, but a lot of people are resonating with it. Yeah, I wasn't going to post it because I was like, fuck, I conformed to the whole COVID shit, even though I had mates that were telling me don't do it. I listened to fear and did it anyway. I fell in line, lost my edge. I'm still mates with them, don't get me wrong. But my, concern was that if I posted this, it would make me look weak. It would make me look like, I'm actually not one of the based guys. But the opposite's actually happened. I'm getting a lot more positive responses from a lot of people, a lot of new people on Instagram saying, respect for admitting it, respect for, owning up to it. You're not alone. Now that we're awake, woke, you could say, now we just need to stay ready, be ready. Protect your family. Protect yourself, protect your consciousness from the psyop. So, Yeah, fuck, it's beautiful in Melbourne today. Love walking along here. Brighton Beach, baby. Look at that. Uninterrupted. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Anyways, yeah, really struggling from memory here, so I'll probably cut it off. Leave it at that for now and check in with you guys for another video soon. Yeah, I'm enjoying this format. I'm enjoying this walk and talk, just spitting, rambling thoughts straight off the dome. You know, some of you might not understand, might not like this type of content. Well, you know what, bro? Same for you. This channel ain't for you. I'm not speaking to you. There's probably another channel that's better off for you, but this is for guys. This channel here, right, is for the people. You might even be female. You're welcome to stick around, to hang around. But this is for the man, right? Who always knew he was different. Who always knew he had something great within. Along the way, just lost his core, lost his character, lost his essence, and let the world mold him because of societal norms, societal pressures, preconceived notions. You know, you let the world, dictate and write your story until you finally get to a point where you realize, no, you're the author of your story. Well, ultimately, God is the author. He gives you the vision. You just got to plan. You just got to plan it out. That's how it works. That's how I've come to realize. That's what I've learned after 33 years of being here on this planet, this physical realm, in this body. Quick physique update. Not that you guys care, but put on a little bit of weight since my last marathon. Just been shifting the focus to strength training, just trying to get my strength back up. Because when you're running 100k weeks, 100 kilometer weeks, you do lose muscle if you're not keeping the strength sessions up to par. Right, so yeah, I've been focusing on getting the strength back for a while. But yeah, put on a couple of kilos, went from 80 to 86. But it wasn't until just recently, a few weeks ago, that I finally got a body weight scale. One of those scales that also measures your body fat, which is pretty cool. So yeah, 3 weeks in, I've been more conscious, more aware of my calories, what I was consuming. Also got an app to track my calories. And yeah, bit of an update. I went from 86.5 down to this morning, clocked in at 83.4, which is pretty cool. So I'm down about 3 kilos. Glory to God. And it certainly helps now that I also signed up with my brother to the Run Melbourne Half Marathon, which is in July. So I'm going to be training up in the running again for that. And yeah, we should start to see the weight, the fat melt off again. But now that I'm more in tune with my strength training, I'll have a better balance and be able to maintain the ideal physique. Yeah, nice. The bro just on the bike playing a bit of Rufus. That's the vibe right there. Let's go. Anyways, guys, I'm loving this. I could literally just talk for ages now. This was like actually my biggest fear, is just not being able to talk for ages, uninterrupted, unedited, raw. Because I was like, fuck, what am I going to talk about? I'm just going to sound like, just talking about random shit. But you know what's crazy? It's these videos that are popping off now, and these are the videos that I resonate with the most. Is people just being people, humans being human. Because you get all this AI slop, you get all this shit that's just like over edited, and it's overstimulating. People just want basic shit now. We want the essentials, we want the fundamentals, the bare bones, the raw, real, authentic, genuine content. People. Because at the end of the day, right, and this is something that I learned from Daniel Pekic about personal branding, he doesn't pigeonhole himself into a niche. He is the niche. His personal brand, he talks about, on his channel, he talks about everything. All broad topics. But basically topics that, you know, he's experienced, stuff that he's become successful in, his lessons. He just talks about anything, right? Basically, that's his personal brand. It's around him. And that's essentially what I want to do with this channel, is just be me, you know, be me. And whoever resonates, whoever agrees, whoever fucks with it, let's get it, bro. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. You know, I'd love to, maybe it's what God wants me to do, but I'd love to set up a community for this this page, this channel, eventually. Maybe like a school community or something. Just like a main hub where we can just all get together and, you know, just bro out, just talk about life, discuss learnings, discuss stories, wins, losses, failures, challenges, adversity, everything. Talk about the upcoming, the upbringing, the setbacks, the comebacks, everything, you know. Just have all the guys, all the boys, all the bros in just one hub. That'd be awesome. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Ah, man, look at this. Beautiful. So good. Alright. I think that's my, where are we now? 42 minutes in. 4,200 steps. So we've got another 800 steps till hit 5,000. I'm going to turn back around, head back home, which will get us to 10,000. So, yeah, not going to lie, it's probably going to feel like it's going to take a lot longer now that I'm going to stop recording. But, you know what? Now it's just me, myself, and I, and God on the way back. So, appreciate you guys being with me and walking with me. Let me know if this is the kind of stuff you want me to do more of. Happy to do it, because I can just ramble off my thoughts and just, you know. If you guys have any questions, if there's anything you want me to talk about in the next video, let me know. But yeah, appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.